What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Savage Land. Welcome back to another episode of The Field. And today on The Field, we got Duke Conrad Hauser. I believe that's how you say his name. And this is the official Duke. This is the original Duke throwback on the new retro card, which is pretty much available everywhere, not just in Walmart. Pretty much better packaging and pretty much carrying or much like the resemblance to the old figure. I don't have the old 3 3/4, but when I look at this figure, it just screams Duke. Now, of course, we had another Duke in the line before that they was using, but I definitely will add those guys in a little bit later on in the review. The first thing we're going to do, we're actually going to go through Duke and just pretty much go through his accessories, because I got him fully loaded up. Then we'll strip his body down and just pretty much go through and talk about his body. So let's get a closer look. Alright, so you see here with Duke, with his accessories, he has a helmet. This helmet came with some of the original 13 Joes, and he even has like a little visor on the front. I actually think this is pretty dope. This is very old school, very outdated, and that's cool, man. This is the original Duke here. As you can see, he has his backpack. What's the cool thing about that backpack is the same backpack that the other Duke had from the beginning of the line, and they kind of shared that, I guess you would say, continuity of Duke. And that backpack supposedly looks like the original 3 3/4 backpack. So even in the beginning of the line, even though that Duke necessarily didn't look 100% like the original, it still shares that continuity of that backpack going through the ranks, and it shares that brotherhood basically of Dukes. He comes with the laser rifle that most time you see in the cartoon that they've been packing in, not only with the retro card, but also kind of more like retro figures. And I believe Grunt was the first one to show up with that laser rifle, and it's a tough rifle. It's pretty cool, man. It doesn't look stupid. Even though it's a laser rifle, it looks more like a laser rifle than the laser rifles that they had in the beginning of the line, if you know what I'm talking about. But let's work our way on down. He has the bandolier. Well, not bandolier, it doesn't have any bullets. It's like a strap for the backpack. Has a grenade on it, pretty much sculpted in with a few other items on there. What's different about the backpack this time around is it has writing on the shovels. The other ones don't. We'll see that once we get to the other Dukes and put them in. Also, he has his gun that came also with the original Duke here. This is actually a pretty nice gun. I don't know exactly what it is, but some type of assault rifle. And that is another shared continuity that these two Dukes have. Also, he has a sidearm, and it looks more, of course, like your 9mm or a bigger gun, maybe like a 45, but I'm thinking it's more in the 9mm family. We'll definitely see that once I pull it out. Go on down to the knife sheath, has a knife in the boot there. So pretty nice. And also an extra accessory, he has 2 fisted hands, which I'll put on as the review goes on. We'll do like kind of like some more action shots with him. But almost forgot about the binoculars around the neck. And speaking about almost forgot, please forgive me if you've been watching my videos, the big boa video. I forgot to put the 90-pound weights in there. I didn't think about it till like 8 hours later. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't do that, man. But it's all good, man. Like I said, everybody's pretty much seen big boa up and down as of right now. But the binoculars look pretty cool. The other Duke has binoculars, but it clips into his belt. And I actually like those too. I like both sets. The older set here with the retro looks kind of real throwback, real dope, man. It's great figure fodder, photography for fodder. And the other ones, they look cool in hand too, and I like that they pour in on the belt. But like I said, we'll get into that a little bit later on. Let's strip Duke down and just take a look at his body. Alright, so we got Duke here. We're going to start from the top to the bottom. Pretty nice goldish, blondish hair. Looks like the other Duke in the line as far as the haircut, but it's definitely not. Definitely different scope, because it's totally different head scope. Head scope looks pretty good. Looks more like G.I. Joe has 2 sides. It has a realistic side and a cartoony side. Looks more like on the cartoony side, but the good looking cartoony side. I know there's some that look kind of cartoony. I was like, I don't know, but this one looks good. Kind of looks like Buzz Lightyear with those black eyebrows, man. But good face sculpt. I like it. It's been getting kind of not mixed reviews, but people aren't crazy over it, and I feel the same way. It's not bad though. That's the good thing. But I think the most part, it's more on the cartoony side. Far as his shirt, has the rolled up sleeves just like the other one, but of course a different shirt. Has the American flag on the arm. Looks like he has like an airborne pennant on his chest. Almost looks like the 82nd Airborne pennant here, and I'm almost guaranteed that is what it's resembling. As you see with the belt there, that hole kind of went to the side. Has the hole in the back that you can slide the belt. That you can slide the backpack through the belt so it can all stay in place, which is pretty cool. Now, as far as his ab crunch, he has the abdominal cut with no ab crunch, which would have been dope. They would have gave him an abdominal cut and an ab crunch. I'm not a big person of like having either or, but I am a big person of articulation, and it's a good thing and a bad thing because aesthetically he looks good. He's got a nice little button down shirt and there's no seams in it, but it's not a Jada Toys. Now, Jada Toys has this cut on all of his figures, and all of his figures can get busy. But this guy, it's limited articulation there. I can still get busy with him, but it looks good aesthetically, but articulation-wise, you know, it's down on that. Now, he can hunch over, but don't think it's a Jada Toys. It definitely ain't gonna do that at the midsection there. But of course, going down, thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot cut, ankle rocker, and then of course you have the ankle swivel on there, man. So, oh, and you also have the fist on. Every Joe should come with a set of fists. I've been saying that since last year, and they're looks like they're doing it, man. But he moves pretty good. As far as his arm articulation, of course, double jointed elbow. He can move at the wrist. Got the hinges there at the wrist, the up and downs, the verticals for shooting. Looks like you got a great butterfly joint. And I've moved them around a little bit, not too much. The only thing that's kind of hindered here, like I said, is right where the ab section is. Real quick, just wanted to take a quick look at the handgun. Looks like more of a 9mm, but it's a funny looking gun. It almost kind of looks fake in a certain sense, but the size of it looks more like in a 9mm range. Has the old school knife, nice silver paint on it with a brown handle, and kind of has like almost like a gold insignia on the inside of it, man. But looks good. Both weapons look good. I don't have a problem with them. All right, now this is the part mostly everybody wants to see right here. The 3 Dukes, basically. And I like seeing this because I like all of them together. And as you can see, the two that is not the original, of course, they look nothing like the original, but they look like they can be related to him. They look like they could be his cousin, his younger brother. Like you could even play both of these Dukes off like they're twins. Like you know, like the younger Dukes is a set of twin brothers. And I just think that is cool for the playability wise, man. As far as Falcon, man, I never looked at him as Duke's brother, man. He didn't even look like him. But these guys serve the perfect counterpart. And as you can see with the Tiger Force Duke, as far as his backpack, you can see that it's pretty much the same backpack we got there, just in a different color. And the original Duke, I have his weapons, but I don't know where they're at, and God knows where that horrible rifle is. His sidearm is actually different, of course, from the retro. And as you can see in the back peg there, you have his binoculars sitting on his belt. And like I said, those binoculars are pretty cool. But the original ones are cool too. I can see using both of them, but all 3 of these are great figures. The original Duke, of course, I never really looked at him like Duke, but it was a great figure. It had a great face sculpt, and he moved well, and he was pretty much one of the cooler ones in the beginning waves, or at least the first wave. Now, you can always tell by somebody's collection what figures they have. Like, you can see I don't have the gold boots Duke. This is when I came in after they stopped the gold boots. I probably could have jumped back and got it, because I seen it, but around that time in 2020, 2021, he was like, yeah, I don't want that. I don't care for that. I'd rather have the doled out one. And just thinking about it now in hindsight, I would have jumped back and grabbed the gold boots just so I can have that variant, man. But it really doesn't matter to me. I always thought this was a great Duke. As far as the Tiger Force one, I love the pants. The pants will go down in freaking history. But they should have just made that shirt black. But what they're doing is just trying to play off the old Tiger Force Duke. Basically, he had a puke or pickle green shirt like that, man. But all three of these together look good. I don't have a problem with neither one. Cool thing about Duke with that old school green helmet, it looks really good with the retro ram cycle. Of course, it's mimicked after like an 80s bike in the OD green. The green matches up really good, and Duke actually looks really good on it. And of course, you got the Tiger Force Duke that came with the Tiger Force bike, so the playability gets boosted to another level. But what I did notice is that the old school Duke has the hinge in the neck. So you see he can look up when he's driving his bike, man, and it looks real natural. This one don't. I got him bent up pretty good. I got his back arch, but it's more easier to do a pose on a motorcycle with this older one because of the hinge in the neck. And the Joes haven't had a hinge in the neck in a very long time, but it was very resourceful. But they look good together. That's a nice little picture right there. That's already like a picture in the making. And like I said, both Dukes are phenomenal.
Joe is the code name for.
And as you can see here, we got both Dukes, both original Dukes, using their binoculars, their perspective binoculars. And like I said, the old school ones are a little bit more cooler. It has the strap on it, just gives a little bit more visual, talks a little bit more, speaks a little bit more to you because a little bit more put into it. And then the younger Duke, those are cool too. You can make those happen. Kind of hard to hold in hand because they're so small, but as you can see, the retro card, those ones are a little bit bigger. And like I said, as far as photography wise, you can really get busy with those. As you can see, like he's actually really about to take a peek into them. But there you go, both of those binoculars. So pretty much here we got everybody with their sidearms, pretty much the 9mm looking weapons, man, and all of them are decent. Actually, that original Duke, I'm talking about from the classified Wave 1, that gold pistol actually looks pretty good. I actually like that. And then of course the Tiger Force has the blacked out, and the original has the blacked out. But Tiger Force and original from Wave 1, they have the same pistol, and of course the retro card has a newer gun. But they all look good, man. Like I said, I can't complain with both these Dukes. They're very different but very solid figures. I just noticed something also too, being that he has the little submachine gun, well, the assault rifles in the hand and the laser. I let the original Duke hold the laser because I don't have his gun. I don't know where it's at right now. But I thought that the well, no, God, I'm getting so mixed up. The Tiger Force Duke has the laser gun in his hand. The original Duke has the Tiger Force machine gun, and I thought the retro card Duke and that gun was the same, but it is the same, but that retro card Duke is bigger. And I just noticed that it's a bigger gun, way bigger gun too, but it's the same gun, which is pretty dope, man. And then this retro card Duke, he's a little bit bigger figure. Of course, in classified, they were a little bit more slimmed down in the beginning, but now they have bigger, thicker bucks. And this retro card Duke is the same. It has a big buck also. But as you can see, I just threw the laser rifle in Tiger Force Duke's hand just so you can see it in it. You know, of course, weapons are always interchangeable and you can move them around. Looks good with them. But the biggest thing I dragged from this here was the two rifles. I thought they're the same mold but just bigger. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You have the retro card Duke and his counterparts, the original classified Duke, the Tiger Force, and of course the Wave 1. Like I said, I like the idea of all three of these guys together. I like the idea of the two different Dukes. I like the idea, hey, let's make it original Duke that everybody can call, hey, this is Duke. Great looking figure. retro card. I'm really liking the line. I'm liking how they're approaching the card backs. I'm liking how they're approaching the aesthetics of the figures and just really kind of giving you that throwback feel. I like the newer, beefier Bucks, because like I said, this Buck right here is a little bit bigger than this original Duke. And also, what I also will say, this original Duke looks older. That I do like. I think the classified Wave 1 Duke, I just think he looked a little too young, to be honest with you. This Duke right here, retro card, looks like he's in his late 30s. This classified could be like mid to late 20s, man. So it puts a totally different perspective on it. But we're gonna wrap it up with that. This is a Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of multiple different Dukes in the classified line. Now, you never thought you would say you have multiple different Dukes, I guess. But give me a like, comment, subscribe. If you can, tap in with my Instagram at Geppetto910. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless.